Hey guys, sorry I had my hand in front of it. So today there we go, a little brighter. Today's Monday and I'm getting ready for work, and before I washed my face and took a shower today, I actually used, oh pardon me, it's the Album, and it's a vacuum suction beauty device. It actually works really well. I do have, I don't know if you can see it, there is a hole in my face right there. And I tend to use it just for that, to help clean that out gently without digging into it. And then on my nose, well, I thought it would be genius if I went ahead and used it around my mouth, because sometimes you get little, filled in pores and ugh. I gave myself a hickey in a line, and then I did the same thing here. So when you're using this little guy, I do not recommend going higher than the second, you can't see it, sorry, the second setting. That's pretty good. I actually turned it way up there, like an edge, and gave myself face hickeys. So that's fun. That's great. So if you want to fake a hickey, by all means, hook that up. It does work for its intended purpose. It does do a great job. I just got a little cray-cray with it, I guess. I was like, ooh, let's do this today. Genius. So I look like I'm drooling nonstop. We're going to see if we can cover this up today. So I already did my pre-prep. For the most part, did my witch hazel, washed my face. Oh, new eyelashes. They won't look so crazy when I brush them out. And so now I'm just going to go in with my Volition. It's the Helix AM PM eye gel. It does help me a lot in that it really keeps my eyes bright and open and keeps my upper lid from sagging. As you may tell, oh, it's not so bad today, but I do have like a droopier upper lid on this eye from winking, or I'm not sure why that happens. I never looked into it. I'm not at a point to get surgery on it, so because I can still see. So I'm gonna put that stuff on. We're gonna let that sit for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna go in with one of my favorites. It's my Moonjuice Beauty Shroom. Love this stuff to death. It's fantastic. Shake, 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 shake. I actually put this everywhere. It's got a little bit of a plumper. It's all natural, intensive, adaptogenic serum, works instantly to smooth, fill in, and plump. So it helps with my eyebrows, my 11s, my extra eyebrows, my 11s, and I do put just a touch right in where my crow's feet and where I have a little bit of creepy stuff going on. I hate saying crepe because it almost sounds like I'm saying crap, which crepe crap, unless it's crepe paper, it shouldn't be on your face. So we're gonna let that set up for a minute. Normally I would do all of this and then go get dressed and give this time to really set up, but I'm doing a video for you guys, so not today. Let's see here. Okay, Google, volume 4. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for copyright because you can hear my Google playing Pandora for me in the background, so I went ahead and turned that down a little bit because I know my phone does pick up a lot. It may not sound like the best quality, but it does pick a lot of sound up from everywhere. So now that that's set in really good. So my next thing that I use is Biossance. It's the Squalane and Probiotic Gel Moisturizer. This stuff is great. You apply it to a cleansed face and neck morning and night. I actually only use this in the mornings because I actually have something a little heavier I like to use at night, and that's my Perricone MD High Potency Classics Face Finishing and Firming Moisturizer. This is a little thicker, so it's not something that with my skin I can actually put makeup over. It'll just cause extra breakouts on my face, so we don't do that. Ooh, almost spilled it. That would have been bad. So, and you don't need a lot of this. I mean, I literally like just a little rub, tap, 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 tap. And again, I don't sit here and rub this in and grind it into my skin. I just do enough down here a little bit. I don't like to put a lot on my neck because I do have lines and a little bit of a saggy neck. Unfortunately for me, that can cause, I have cats, so I have cat fur everywhere. That can actually cause fine pimples in your neck or bumps where the oil and stuff gets in there. So I don't like to do that a whole lot. We're gonna let that set for a minute as well. Get my lovely beauty blender damp. Not damp, I soak this thing. Grow, get bigger. That's what he said. Anyway, sorry, that was inappropriate. Won't happen again. That's a lie, it might, I don't know, depends on the day. I am medicated right now, so we're good. I have ADD. Okay, so I'm hoping this turns out nice and bright for you guys. I am using my new lighting ring, but with the lighting ring, I can't tell what my coloring is on the screen because it's literally right behind my phone. So I'm blinding myself. But it has a cute mirror in the middle, so I can actually sit here and do my makeup, and then for the stuff where I need to really get in there and see, I can flip the mirror and it's magnified, so it works out really well. Itchy face. So as you can see, the products that I'm using, they haven't caused any extra redness, so they're not damaging my skin anymore. They're actually very good for it. It's very calming. Other than, I look like a vampire. Maybe I should just like get fangs. So now I'm gonna go in. I don't use a prep. I was trying to use the Maybelline Master Prime. Unfortunately, it did its job, but it made my face look really greasy after about maybe 6 hours. I looked really greasy, so I stopped using that because I am using a Pro Matte foundation because I have oily skin. So I'm using my L'Oreal Paris. It's Infallible Pro Matte 24 Hour. I use number 102, which is a shell beige. Chic, chic, chic. And then I got these brushes on sale when my, I don't know if you guys saw, when my Rite Aid closed, they had a bunch of stuff on clearance. So I did get a couple of these lovely like poofy cushion brushes that I really like. I actually just cleaned all my brushes the other day, but come on, I'm almost out. But they do hold in the foundation really well. So I just have some on my hand right there. I'm just gonna, and I tend to do this whole tap it around, because I hate when I do this and I end up, I know some people like that full coverage where their skin is almost, where it looked almost like a mask. I don't like that look for me. I do not like to draw, believe it or not, a lot of attention to myself. I'm going to grab a mirror real quick to use. I think this one has a huge mirror. No, that has a small mirror, but I'm going to use that in a minute. Oh, duh, I can just flip this. There we are. But anyway, like I was saying, I don't like to look like it's not my skin. The point of everyday makeup is not to cover up everything, but it should enhance Yeah, that's going to be there. Enhance what you're already working with. Because if it was meant to cover everything up, we'd all just walk around with a mask. With those plastic dolly masks or something. I just got a text message from my daughter's school, which I'm not going to deal with right now. So I'm going in. Let's have a look-see in my Huda palette. Much better. I can, sorry guys, I can really see what I'm doing. Oh, this is great. Nothing like a really fresh, clean canvas. Nothing like it. Nothing. Nothing like it at all. I'll flip that little guy. Just gonna brighten that a little bit so I can make sure I'm not looking like I have. Sometimes when I put my makeup on, I will get like the weirdest, like right here, where the foundation, like, I don't know what it's like, it just does not want to stick right there. So then I look, I'm gonna tap that in there a little bit, like so. Yeah, we're good. So then I'll look like I have this weird, I do look like I'm wearing like a weird mask. And again, not something I enjoy. So that's this guy. Does wonders. Now, I go in, after I get this off my back of my hand a little bit. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Not yuck, I love it. I tend to do a little bit of this. And I know I shouldn't be using my hands, but honestly, I can feel the texture between my neck and my face, and so I can kind of blend that out a little bit. So now we're going to go in for some concealer. Oh, there it is. I was about to scream. So I use the Josie Maran. It's Vibrancy. It's Argan Oil Full Coverage Concealer Fluid. Now, again, you should not use anything with oils around your eyelashes when you have extensions. That being said, I do not have another concealer right now. I plan on going to Sephora tomorrow, and I'm going to work with my Nico, and he'll help me find something. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Threes are my thing. Don't know why. But he will help me find something that works a little better without risking the beautiful lashes that he made for me. He is my, I call him my nephew, because for all intents and purposes, he kind of is. But he is also my lash guy, as well as my Sephora consultant. And I knew him before he started doing lashes and all that. But he is at Sir Lash a Lot on Instagram. He's the one I go to whenever you see me post stuff like, ooh, these lashes. And like the last, on Saturday night, I posted a picture outside his studio because I was waiting my turn at 7 o'clock at night. He was nice enough to stay late for me, which he will do that. So if you're in Temecula, Murrieta, Elsinore, anywhere in this area in Southern California, just know, I mean, if you don't have a good lash person, if your lash person moves, whatever the reason, at Sir Lash a Lot on Instagram, hit him up. He is fantastic. He really takes note of your lashes, what looks good on you, what size you should be wearing. He considers the weight of the lash against the delicacy of your actual natural lashes. Like we were using, I think, 10s and 12s when I first got them done. Those were too heavy. I had these ones that would just like float down in my vision. And so he noted that. And so these are all the shorter guys. So we went full, but shorter. I think there's one of the long ones still in there. And they are perfect for my eyes because they're not overly long. I don't have a lot of room between brow and lid. And so these really are working for me. You can still see my eyes. I don't look like I'm wearing like this scary tarantula on my face. And they look natural because I don't like mine to be perfect because then they just look almost too fake. Am I blended? I think I'm blended. I still have a little going on right there, but I didn't get a lot of sleep because I stayed up. Fallout 4. I was up till 1 in the morning. There was a glitch. And I couldn't talk to Preston Garvey, and I was upset because that was the end of the thing. And so, yeah, I stayed up really late, and I shouldn't have. Anyway, besides that. But so, yeah, shameless plug for him. He's amazing. If he wasn't any good, trust me, I would be like, yeah, I got my eyelashes done. He's awesome. Great kid. Well, he's not a kid. He's an adult, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I have this done. Now, a lot of people like to go in with some Airspun or some other... let's bake the crap out of our face product, which is fine, and I shouldn't say it like that because to each his own, but I do not bake because I am old. I have wrinkles. When you have wrinkles and you bake and your skin is dry, which mine is weird, it'll be dry and then it'll get oily and it goes back and forth. But if you actually have, like, see, you can already see here, I've got some dryness already starting to show. I don't want to put a powder on that's going to make that worse. What I want to do is leave it alone so that my natural oils kick in, and then I'm not looking as crunchy is what I call it, or crispy, like a, you know, a nice croissant crusty look. I don't want that. So I don't do any of the Airspun. The Airspun is actually my daughter's, and she uses it, and it looks great on her, and I'm happy for her that she can use it. I cannot anymore. Anyway, moving on. So next, my eyebrows. My eyebrows are like crazy. If you get in there, you can really see along with my pores. I do have eyebrows. I have weird eyebrows. And I try not to mess with them too much because I don't even know how to open this. As far as plucking and things like that, because I'll end up just screwing them up, and I don't want to do that. That's kind of how they got this way to begin with. Okay, I'm just opening this really weird. That's how they kind of got this way to begin with. I overplucked, and now they're really, they grow in really, like this one, like, hello, where's, like, the bulb? Which is what I call this beginning part. There's no, this has a decent one, this has nothing. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just like that. So, I bought this at Sally, and I'm probably going to mutilate it, so I probably won't be returning it even if it doesn't work. These are Professional Instabrow Brow Shaping Stencil Easy Peel Off. So basically there's 6 sets of these, and they're supposed to stick onto where my eyebrow is, because I do have the little plastic ones, but I hate doing this and trying to get that filled in. It's kind of a pain. So this is what I've got. I'm going to crack this guy open. Oh, it's just, I'm glad they did that. Left, right. So here they are. I did get the rounded ones. So left, we're gonna do my left one first. So I'm peeling this off. And I don't think this center was supposed to come. Oh, I get it. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. So let me get in here. Do that. So without getting them stuck to my lashes, I'm going to try and line that up like that. I think that's okay. I just dropped all the stickers on the floor. That's really crazy looking. Let me see. Woo, that sticks. It took off makeup, so we're not going to do that. I probably should have done this first, but I hate doing eyebrows first and then going back in. So these are a no for me at this point until I learn how to do eyebrows and then my foundation without jacking up my eyebrows when I do it. I think I'll be okay. My makeup's never spectacular anyway. I dropped, give me one sec. Okay, I've got them. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 11:08.
All right, I I've still got a couple of minutes to get this done. I only give myself a total of 45 minutes to get ready in the morning. That's going to be a little longer. I'll play with those another day. Not that palette. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and I use powder. I don't use pencil for my eyebrows. I do not like to try and use a pencil. If I mess up, it's called let's start all over again. I don't usually have time for that in the mornings. So I have, this is just my little, I think it's supposed to be a liner. Yes, angled brow and liner, which is nice. So I am using it correctly. So, and then I have this from Five Below. It says anything but basic, but it's a basic palette. Pretty big. I actually don't wear these browns, like ever. So I go in and I'm going to use this shade here. And I just tap, 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 tap it in. Yes, I've watched Happy Gilmore several times. All right. We're going to go up, we're going to do it this way, up, and across. You can see I'm going up at an angle and then almost like calligraphy up and across. And while this one looks absolutely stunning and pretty much perfect, the other one's going to not look so great because that's how my life goes. So wiping off excess so I can start fresh again, and we're tap, tap, tap it in. Please don't associate that with me all the time. That's just something. And then again, we're gonna go in, angle, darn it, angle, and then over. And what I want to do, this, see, does not match. What I want to do, sorry, I'm blocking the camera, is actually get my eyebrows tattooed. I want to shave these off, or however they want to do it, and get these bad boys tattooed. And I am actually waiting to save some money because there is a person that I want to do them that works out of a tattoo shop I used to go to, and she does excellent work. And I don't want them fully tattooed in. I would rather they be the natural. I really gotta do something about my eyebrows though. These are crazy. Yeah, these look bad. I usually do all of this in the medicine cabinet mirror, to be honest. Not in front of a bright light like this. I usually have more natural lighting. But she works out of a tattoo shop that I got all of my work done at. My artist is no longer there, but I would like her to do the work. Where's my little spoolie? Oh, it's holding up my phone. Okay, so I had to pull this out. I'm going to put a different one in front. We're good. So then I go in, I'm going to brush these out a little. They look a little crazy, but it's whatever. God, that one looks so good, right? And then that one. It's a bush. I don't know what's going on with this thing, other than I'm not taking very good care of them. I'll figure it out later. Anyway, so they're on. Let me see. Not too bad on there, but in person when I look over at my actual full-size mirror, I look a little crazy. Not going to worry about it right now. It's whatever. So, we have our eyebrows. Of course, I don't have to do mascara, but I do need to do eyeshadow. I was going to use my Huda Nude palette, but I think I want to go with something a little more basic today. So I am actually going to go in with my L'Oreal Paris. It's the Paradise Enchanted scented eyeshadow palette, which I love. I love these colors. I think they're really good. I don't block some of the lighting. Anyway, there you go. They're pretty bright. I like them, and they smell good. So first up, I am using just your basic eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. It's just a little guy. It's one of my favorites. And I'm going to go into this kind of pale, this guy here. tap that off. I'm going to go all over my lid and everything, cutting up into the brow. Sorry, I'm looking weird. Sorry if you see boogers. Ooh. That's got to be blended out a little better, but I don't know. And I don't do one eye at a time. I actually do them both at the same time because I have gone in and done one and gone back and done the other and forgot what colors I used and ended up with 2 different shades. So we're not doing that today. Love this stuff. There we go. I'm going to tone this down just a wee bit on my light. There we go. All the way in, so there we go. Lovely. So this can be put down. So this will go away for right now, and then I'm going to go in with, this is a, what is this? This is actually a concealer brush. I like it because it's got a nice stiff bristle set that's fairly thin so that I can actually get into my crease a little easily with my next shade, which I'm going to go in with this lovely little pink number here, and I do put it fairly heavy on there, and I'm just going to go in, and I use it flat into the crease, like basically like this, because what'll happen is as I put other colors over this that's going to be a little tighter in line, it will actually show a nice blend. I do not like a fully cut crease. I wear my makeup does not wear me. I appreciate it. I think it looks great on other people. I am just not brave enough to do something like that. All right, so I've done that. It's not super bright, but so now I'm going to go in with my foofier flatter brush, this guy. And again, this is just a round blender. It says round, but it's not. This is a round blender. See how that's rounded? This is not. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's not a circular brush. It's an oblong. That's what they should call it. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab a little bit of this brighter peach color. Tap that out a little more. And I'm literally only on the edge. Nothing on the sides. Only on the edge. Because I'm going to go in and go a little tighter like so. And I just work it back and forth. It's funny to watch my eyelashes move. So I just go back and forth like that a little bit. And again. That one didn't pick up as much color. Back and forth, back and forth. And I'll go in one more time. And I think I just overdid it, but that's okay. There we go. There's the color. Hi, Mimi. I love this shade so much. I'm talking to it like I talk to my cats. And I know some people are going to find fault with how I do my makeup and how I set this up, but everybody has their own style. Everybody's comfortable with what they do. There is no wrong or right way. Unless you're like putting it directly into your eyeball. That would be wrong. Alright. Then I'm going to go like that a little. Go like that a little because I'm not using a ton of colors on my eyes. And I do need to get my other palette out so I can use the mirror again. I will say I love my Huda Nude. Part of it, the mirror is just mass. This thing is great. So now I'm going to go in. Oh, good. The color's on there. It's hard to see it probably on there. I don't know, but oh, I just go in with my rounder and just swoop it around like so to blend some stuff out. I'm gonna wipe it off in between. I always try and clean my brush after each eye so that you start off fresh and I'm not getting whatever's here is not coming over here and making this one look different or darker. Always swoop inward, in towards your eye, only because if you go flick out that way, like I'll do this, but when I try to do it like this, if you flick outward, you can actually end up with fallout way over here, and then people are going to be like, your makeup's just everywhere, and they're not kidding. It's everywhere. So I think we're good there. Okay, so that's good. Now I am actually going to close this guy up, and I do have another bit that I'm going to use off of my Nude palette from Huda. Use my little, this is my angled, I think it's an angled blender. And I am going to go in with a little bit of the play. Oops, sorry. A little bit of the play right here. We're just going to tap that in there. Lots of fallout. And we're just going to use the play up top just to put a little color in there so it's not a lost, wipe that off, a lost paleness going on. There we go. And then on the bottom part of it, of my lid, on the very bottom, I'm actually going to wipe off and use my the concealer brush again, because again it packs on color lovely. And I'm going to use a little bit, I think I'm going to go in with some Teddy here on the corner. It comes off real dark. Top. And I have to, sorry, I have to do this really weird. And I'm just going to pack that down in there a little bit. There we go. Just that way my lid doesn't look completely plain and alone. Wipe that off. I'll do this one a little. Sorry. I think that's okay. Let's see. I'm going to turn it this way real quick. Check some different angles. I'm covering it again. Sorry, guys. There you go. You can kind of see how I have to go in. It's hard to do because I have to go over my extensions. There we go. Clean that off. And then I am actually going to use this guy again. My oblong blender. I'm going to call it an oval blender from now on. That's